If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to a brand new play review. I have been dying to do this, but his price has been all over the place, and I am not a big fan of losing coins. It is, of course, the 89 rated FUT Birthday Adama Traore. What a card this guy looks to be. It's an interesting one because even though he's a striker, that's probably one of the last positions I would look to play him in. Well, it's not, but it is at the same time. I think there are a certain number of people who would play him as a defender. There are others who would play him as a striker, and of course there are others who would play him as a winger of such as well. So I'm going to look at this, or at least try and look at this objectively from about 4 or 5 different angles. It isn't going to be easy. There's a hawk on him. Is there a reason for that? It's probably a waste. Maybe a finisher might have been better. I don't know. I don't really think it matters what chem style you give him, because you're not going to be able to boost the 2 problem areas anyway. So let's get into it. So he has 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, high-low work rates, which is absolutely sensational. Unique body type to Adama, which is awesome, because I think it would have, obviously they would have just given him a stocky body type had they not given him her unique body type, so that would have been quite bad, I think, because he just would not have felt very good at all. But obviously very good at sprint speed and acceleration, almost touching 99s. You can get it up to 99 quite easily with any chem style that boosts pace. 99 shot power, big selling point there. 87 finishing, 84 positioning. Long shot's not bad either, actually, at 86. Passing's okay for a guy of not known really for passing, more for running, you know. 85 short passing, 92 crossing, which is really good, and 81 vision. His physicals are how you'd expect them to be, really. 98 strength, 85 jumping, 84 stamina, and then of course we come to the dribbling, which is for the most part very good. 96 dribbling itself, 92 balance, 89 agility, 87 ball control. And then we get to the problem. 80 composure. Is that the biggest problem? Absolutely not. Is it something to consider? Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, especially as a striker, to have only 80 composure. But the biggest problem of all is the reactions. The reactions are 70. That, on this card, is not ideal. Now, I've had to play a 5 at the back here because I was trying to get Adama into a team, and I was also trying to get Tomori into the same team. Turns out, on this account, not that many great Premier League players to be able to use him. So I put Ronaldo in there, and obviously used the chem link there, and went into some classic matches. Adama's dribbling in general is pretty damn good. You know, in a straight line, run with him, and for days, you can just run and run and run. He doesn't get tired. He doesn't get slower. He just runs. And he is powerful with it as well. 98 strength. Of course, we know this, right? If you've done the freeze, you know all about it. You know using him as a defender, a wing-back in particular, is a very good place to play him. It's just such a good card for that kind of, you know, for more fun than anything else. You know, I'm not necessarily saying, oh, he's fantastic in every area and you should pick him up, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is he's just a lot of fun to be able to give him the ball and let him run, because he can do it, and he can do it well, and I'm a big fan of it. That's why I was really excited to pick this guy up. Now, is he any good? I think the question, or rather the answer, is going to come depending on where you say I'm going to play him. As I played him as a striker, I didn't play him anywhere else other than a striker with Ronaldo. I had a lot of fun. Both of those together. Obviously, Ronaldo's got the skills, the dribbling, the technical ability, and the finishing ability. Adama has pure pace and aggression, and of course can do skills now as well. But of course, he does have really good finishing as well. I didn't have a problem with his finishing. I thought it was actually quite good. This is what he's good at, though. Anyone gets near him, doesn't make a blind bit of difference. He gets down, and then you can play it into the maybe more technical player who can put it away. Someone very consistent next to him to be able to score the goals, and Adama to be able to create the chances is kind of what I was looking for, and it works on so many different levels. The only complaint I had for him as a striker, really, is this, now and again, the composure would let him down. I didn't put any power on that, really. He should be dinking that over the keeper every day of the week. he's really, in this situation, he's really good. You know, he can hold it up really well. No one can take it off him, and he can run through people. But then when he gets on goal, the composure is going to be a bit of an issue now and again. Not all the time, because for the most part, like I said, his finishing is actually very good, and I was very surprised by how consistent he is in front of goal. But you will find that every now and again, you'll take a shot, you fully expect it to go in, and out of nowhere, he'll just balloon it wide over the bar, or just it'll go straight down the keeper's throat, and there'd be no power on it whatsoever. It's almost like he's mistimed it. It's a weird one. But that's not the biggest concern and the biggest problem for me. I can live with that. You know, that's just football. That happens. My biggest problem and the biggest concern for me personally is the reactions. Sometimes I'm trying to do 5-star skills. I mean, look at that again. How have you missed it? I don't understand how he's missed that. But now and again, I'm trying to use the 5-star skills. I'm trying to dribble through people, and he just won't move. You know, he's got a bit of a mobility problem in terms of the reactions. I could sense my opponent laughing at me there, but then Adama doesn't take people laughing at him very well. That is a banger. What a goal that is. He juggled it through, which you can't do anymore since the patch, and he scored an absolute cracker from the edge of the area. So much fun with this card. Honestly, I wish I could keep him. Another ball into Ronaldo and another goal. Whew. Anyway, the reactions. He won't move as quickly as I want him to. That's the most frustrating thing about him. If you try and go left to right and try and left stick dribble, sometimes he struggles. But for the most part, it's fine. It's when you start doing skill moves and you start trying to skill through people. It's almost like the card isn't designed to have 5-star skills because that reaction stat is so low. So if I were you, I would limit the skills when using him and just focus on running, doing 1-2s and stuff, which works very well. If you want to give him a shadow, which I perfectly understand, by the way, and a lot of people are like, why? Because we boost the defensive stats then. You can play him as a left wing back or a right wing back. It's not a bad option at all to be playing him in one of those positions. His freeze card is very good. His defensive stats go up to, you know, mid-50s, which is absolutely dreadful, but because his strength is so high and his pace is so good, if you go into like a 5 at the back and you use wing backs, you won't care too much about defending. So long as you get a body back with strength, which is exactly what he has, you'll be fine. And you'll be able to get in and muscle the ball away from attackers quite easily. And you get away with it. And of course, you have a ridiculous player to run up the wing with. Instead of someone like Dalot, you've now got Adama Traore's foot birthday card running at you. That's a problem. Value for coin wise, I mean, it's expensive. If you have the spare money and you don't mind losing a couple of thousand coins and you just want to try him out, I do highly recommend it. Just make sure you buy him at the right time so you're not losing too many. But overall, a really fun card to use. Not necessarily the best card I've ever used, but a lot of fun to use nonetheless. I am a massive fan of Adama Traore in FIFA. Let me know what you think of him in the comments, and of course whether you think he's worth it or not. And if you have enjoyed this player review, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.